So now it's time to work on some local deforming effects. To make it a lot easier to understand, we're going to hide the skeleton we just created by setting the dragon body bone hold down the control key to none. That will mark everything underneath it invisible, so we don't have to look at it, and we can continue focusing on a different part of these local deformers. Let's go into Setup, and we're going to add a meta effector to the scene. We're going to do some weighting on different parts of this body with another meta effector, and this one is going to be the upper lip sneer. We'll rename this one upper lip sneer right. Let's go to the weight list, add an effector to that, and let's position this right above the lips. Let's set the scale on that radius. X, Y, and Z radius, so that we're just covering a portion of the mouth here. Switch to a front view. Let's move this to one side. Set the radius here so all we're seeing is the right side of the face. Go to perspective view. Tap the A key, use the wheel mouse to zoom in. Looks great. Let's drop another one in. Let's duplicate the one we've got. I'm going to set this one to our 0.01 tiny set. Set it to negative and make sure it's set to all connected so that we are excluding the lower jaw. So upper sneer right. Now let's mirror this whole thing across to the left side, and I'll check that so you can see that it's on the left side, and just mark this one, rename it to upper sneer left. If you want to, rename the fields underneath to left as well. Do the same thing for the lower side. So let's drop another meta effector in the scene. This one will be lower lip, sneer right. Check to make that meta effector the current drawing effector. Add an effector field. Let's position this again in our scene. And then adjust the X, Y, and Z radius again. So all we're doing is intersecting the lower part of the jaw. Move it to the left side and shrink this down so that all we see is the left side of the lip. Duplicate that with the multiply key on the keyboard, so we have two of them. Set the X, Y, and Z radius to our tiny 0.01 size, and all connected, negative, and position these on the top. So there's the right side. Divide key on the keyboard to mirror that across. Sneer left. Let's rename the fields underneath. So what we have now are separate areas that we can apply a different deformer effect to, and this is just going to mask off how the deformer works, as if this were the only thing we were working on. We don't need to see these, we've already set the weights on them, so hold down the control key and then set their draw modes to none so that they disappear. So all we have visible is just the face. Let's set this back to smoothen edges. And let's go to File and save this scene as LocalControllersCH3.